We finally have a date for the US to pre-order the Nintendo Switch 2. Yesterday in my Mario Kart Direct video, I did let you guys know that there was a rumor going around about 2 specific days, and it turns out one of them was true. This news broke 8 minutes ago on Polygon and maybe like 40 minutes ago on Kotaku, a bunch of other sites. The Switch 2 now gets a pre-order date in late April for the United States. When is the date, Austin? It's April 24th. That is the date.
Can you believe this guy making you wait 31 seconds to know the information you want to know? Worst YouTuber ever. I'm going to subscribe to the guys who wait 4 minutes.
Now, it's important to note here that if you did register on Nintendo's website, they are still saying May 8th. However, that is subject to change. This may now be the new date for everyone, being April 24th. This may just be retailers. Also, we don't have concrete information about Canada, but I would assume you guys are going to be on the same day. I'm not just going to assume, I'm going to presume you guys are also April 24th. However, in a statement by Nintendo Switch 2 accessories will experience price adjustments from those announced April 2nd due to changes in market conditions. Other adjustments to the price of any Nintendo product are also possible in the future, depending on market conditions.
Is the welcome tour free yet?
Here's a little secret. Nintendo has been shipping a lot of Nintendo Switch 2's accessories and other items to the United States, far more than any other country combined. They were doing that in anticipation for the United States tariffs, and now that there is the 90-day pause on those tariffs, they are going to be able to get a nice surplus into the US. There are still going to be systems in other countries, but they're trying to get that stockpile here before that 90-day mark, because they want to make sure that they can meet the demand where it's going to be more expensive here. Other countries, you guys have your own things going on. Heck, a lot of you already have your pre-orders in place already. In fact, everyone other than the US and Canada already has their pre-orders in place. Also, in the constant going back and forth between US and China on who has the bigger tariff, it was announced in the US that iPhones, or just cell phones in general, and computers have been exempt from the tariffs. However, video game consoles are not, despite them kind of being computers. But anyways, there are some items that have increased in price. It's not that bad. Chill. The Pro Controller went up from $80 to $85. The Nintendo Joy-Con 2 charging grip is now $40 instead of $35. The wheel set is $25 instead of $20. The Nintendo Switch 2 camera is now $55 instead of $50. The all-in-one carrying case is now $85, and the power adapter is now $35. And the carrying case and screen protector is now $40 instead of $35. Sorry, I missed. The Joy-Con 2 strap is now $1 more. Okay, so all of the accessories have gone up by $1 to $5, and in some cases $10, only for the dock. The games and the system have not changed in price, including the bundle. These items typically don't sell that well at launch. This is something that people pick up down the road. Also, this all-in-one carrying case, don't buy that. Do not buy that for $85. There are people on Amazon who are making a comparable product for $30. Heck, I reviewed one for the Switch 1 that was $30, and it was fantastic. It's lasted 8 years. Most of these accessories, outside of the proprietary ones like the dock set, are going to be easily replaceable. It's still a question if you could plug in any camera or if it has to be the Switch 2 camera. Do not buy the plastic wheel holders for your Joy-Cons for $25, because you can get them for $13 on Amazon. I don't think I've ever used Joy-Con straps, to be honest with you. The charging grip for $40? Get out of here. Dude, just put the Joy-Cons on your Switch and charge it that way. This battery lasts more than enough. I don't think you have an issue there. The Pro Controller and the Joy-Con pair, this makes the most sense because of the amount of tech that's actually in those things. The Pro Controller being $85 seems a little bit high, but the Joy-Con pair being $95 actually kind of makes sense, considering how much is in those two controllers that you're getting.
It's been said that the Joy-Cons from the Switch 1 and the Pro Controller from the Switch 1 and the third-party controllers, the ones that plug in, and the Bluetooth ones that all work on the Switch 1 are going to work on the Switch 2. So you may not even need need additional controllers on launch. Or ever.
Now listen to me, okay? If you want a launch day Nintendo Switch, which there's a lot of people who do besides having Mario Kart, I would highly recommend closer to the 24th, like starting next week, Monday, Tuesday, which is Earth Day, and also the anniversary of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl being released 25 years ago. Those days, call your local game store, not just GameStop and EB Games. Call your smaller stores, call your retro trade-in stores that sometimes have new stuff that comes out. See if they are getting stock and see if you can pre-order with them. Getting there for a midnight physical release is one of the best ways for you to go ahead and secure one of these consoles. Under no circumstances are you allowed to buy from scalpers on eBay. Do you understand me? You're not allowed to. It's against the law. Austin's law, gamer law. Don't do that. Find your local game stores. Best Buy is also an option. Also GameStop, of course, those. I heard GameStop is doing a midnight release. Best Buy is also doing a midnight release at some select stores. And there were some reports that those two stores may have up to 100 Nintendo Switches each per location. So it seems like a good chance you could get it there. Something interesting I've been wondering, the dock set, can you use a Switch 1 dock if the sizes are compatible? Or can you just use any USB-C adapter with power pass-through? I saw that GameStop was selling one. These things for your MacBook that go from USB-C to USB-C, HDMI, and USB-A, like, do those work? Do the better ones that are like $200 work? I'm gonna try those out. I got a lot of testing to do. Can I plug in a mouse? All things I need to know. There we go. Switch 2, April 24th. That's the pre-order day. We don't know if Nintendo's website is going to update it. I may have a pinned comment down below talking about it. Go check the pinned comment down below, which is right below the subscribe button and the thumbs up button. Those two buttons are also there. Guys, thank you so much for being here. If you found this information helpful, and I know you did, hit the thumbs up button. And if this is your 5th time seeing my face, you should be subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Until next time, Austin John out.